Today we are visiting B-Side Bar again, where I'm gonna help them set up for their open mic night. First things first, I need to find a place to park, and obviously it's not here. There is a metered lot behind the bar, and knowing the rules of meters always freaks me out. Like, it says 2-hour limit, but you don't pay after 5, so is there no limit? How many of you guys have been towed at events? I haven't yet, crossed my fingers, and I won't, but we'll see. Every time I walk by the store, I think about when I went in and saw all these incredible guitars. It's just insane how many nice guitars they have here. But thankfully for my wallet, they're closed, so we will walk right on by today. This location, they do a weekly open mic, and what they do is they get a collective group of random musicians and you all play the same song. A lot of times it's cover songs, but there are some original acts that come in here too. Oh, it's the old Chrome Lounge sign. Our band played there a long time ago, right before it closed down. Clearly I was channeling my inner Dave Grohl back then. And here's one of the 4 owners. They did a lot of work redoing this bar. I have a series on my channel, if you'd like to see it, called My Friends Have Bought a Bar. It took a lot of work to get it to where it's at. As usual, I'm a bit early, so let's check out the stage. Maybe I could start setting up before they get here. They supply all the instruments normally, and this is the first time I haven't seen the drum set up yet. Well, I'm gonna need to know their layout, so let's fire up the mixer. And their mixer of choice is the X32 Compact, and then they run all the lights over here off of this computer, which is running my DMX, I believe. All right, let's see if it'll actually power on. Hooray! It is working. The sound system is JBL, and they're running the VRX for the line arrays. And the subs are a couple of JBL SRX 828s. And the whole stage runs into this S32, which then feeds into the X32. They use the actual wedge style monitors from Turbosound. And there's another brand up there that I can't remember what it was. Hopefully I'll see it in this video somewhere. I'm gonna hold my review back on these a little bit. I find that they're actually kind of hard to hear unless you're standing directly above it. Then they use a few of these Proreck snakes. I have never had problems using them, but reviews on Amazon say different. Anybody else out there using them? Well, I found a trusty old mic case, so I might as well get the mics out for them. I'm not exactly sure what's needed, but I do know that these are drum microphones, so I'm gonna put those out here first, see what I have. I know for sure they do at least 3 vocal mics, and they use these Sennheiser 835s, so I'll go ahead and throw those in. Every venue stores their XLRs a little different. Here, they have them hanging up. It doesn't appear they're divided by sizes, so I'll just grab an armful and go. And here's where the fun started happening. As soon as I set it down, I noticed they were falling into each other. Some of them have Velcro straps, some of them don't. So now it's one big jumbled mess. I think I'll move on for now. If you don't know the IP of the X32, Mixing Station will find it automatically a lot better. Well, when my camera will actually focus. Now that I have the iPad showing all the inputs, I can make sure that I plug into the correct port on the snakes. You can usually see it pop on the line when you plug it in, but as soon as you get it in the mic, you for sure know if you're in the right one. There we go, there's the missing drum kit. Check out this cool understage storage that they came up with. Pretty clever. I'm not a drummer, so I don't know exactly how the drums need to be, but... Oh, okay, quit trying to roll off here. There we go. But I can at least get them out here so they're close to be set up by somebody who actually knows how to set these up correctly. I've never set up their open mic here, so I'm just kind of checking out what everything is so I can try to figure, oh my gosh, that's scary. Looks like it's a mix of 1/4-inch cables and guitar pedals, so that will need to go to the stage. This says Rocket Bass, so I can take a shot in the dark and say it's a bass amp. As far as layout for the guitars, I do actually know where these go, so I can place this in the correct spot. But if it's wrong, don't tell me, okay? Very sensitive. It's kind of like Christmas morning. What's it gonna be now? Oh, it's a Katana amp, so this will be for the guitar. Wow, this amp is heavier than I thought it would be. I'm pretty sure it's a solid state amp. A lot of people swear by the Boss Katana amps, and personally I like the sound. Okay, big moment. Let's sort this mess out. I'm gonna sort it by the shorter cables, the longer cables. I'm just gonna see what we have, because I've never actually hooked up this amp, so we'll see if I'm smart enough to figure it out. In the bottom, we have some foot switches, direct boxes, and some tuners, because, well, we gotta keep this in tune. Using logic, looks like there's doubles of everything, so it's probably all the cables and everything in one case. While setting up all the equipment isn't normal for a sound guy, when the weather isn't as nice and there's not a lot of outdoor gigs and they start to dry up, you have to get a little creative on how to earn money, and this is just another one of those ways you can. So I'm guessing the Katana does not have an XLR out and they need to run a direct box, which is why they're in here. Yep, right there, line out is a 1/4-inch. I don't know why companies don't just put XLR in there. And the foot controller says tip and ring, so I probably need a TRS cable. So the easiest way to look is if you have one ring, that is not what you need. You're looking for a cable that has 2 rings. Bingo. Looking at the pedal, I can see foot controller, so we're gonna try this one first. And on the amp, once again, it says FC for foot controller, so I'll go into there. Then I need an actual 1/4-inch to go from the guitar to the amp, so that's right here on the top. They have rugs on the stage, so once I get the amount of cable I need, I will run that underneath the rug so nobody trips. Hey, Team B-Sides here. Welcome. Now somebody can do the drums. Now I kind of feel like a jerk. This is Adam, and they are training him tonight on how to set up for open mic, and I set up a lot of it already. And this is Dakota. He will be the host for open mic. What he'll be doing tonight mostly is trying to pair up people with other people who know the same song and get everybody up on the stage so everybody gets a chance to play. Since most of it's done and all that's left is the drums, I'm gonna take a little bit of time and I wanna look at how these lights are run on this computer. It seems he has a bunch of buttons that he set up, which are scenes. When I click them, change the lights on the stage. Pretty intuitive, really. While I play with the lights, Chad is showing Adam how to get everything going for a sound check.
Halitosis. That shouldn't do that, right? Your breath shouldn't make the monitor's feedback. That's probably a bad sign.
Wow, man, you got your work cut out for you today, Adam. Let's take a look at the gear. One of the guitars is LTD guitar, and it has active pickups, so if you're looking for higher gain, you'll want to choose this one. And it's going into, of course, the Katana. They have the foot switch set up with clean on channel 1, channel 2 is dirt, channel 3 is more distortion, and channel 4 is solo. For tuning, they're using the Boss one. I'm surprised the Katana doesn't have one built in on the pedal. For bass players, they supply a Stingray bass with a natural finish. And the amp is an Ampeg. The other guitar is the one that I personally like playing more. It is a Strat version with the humbucker in the bridge, and it is by Ernie Ball. And obviously, this too is going through a Katana. The supplied drum kit is by Mapex. It's being mic'd with a Beta 52, a 57 on the snare, And all the toms are being mic'd by the fan favorite 604s by Sennheiser. And tonight, one of the musicians brought their keyboard for people to play. The host is getting musicians together, and we are about to start. So, if you're looking for work, there's more than just your normal band gig where you can use your sound skills and still earn a paycheck. Also, on a side note, if you're a musician, be sure to check out your local open mics. They're a lot of fun. Sometimes they only want original artists, but some are like these where they mix them and you can do whatever you like. With that, it's time for me to head out. Adam's got this under control. I can use the extra time to work on my Patreon projects. Thank you so much for joining me in this video, and I'll see you at the next gig.